So, don't vape. Don't let your kids vape. I don't care if they lie to you and say it's their friend's vape that you found. You make sure you find a way to not let them vape. So my daughter, 17 years old, got sick and she had a cough and a sore throat and had to go to cheer practice anyway. Any of you who are in all-star cheer know that it doesn't matter if you're sick or if you have a broken leg or a decapitated head, you go to cheer. So she went to cheer, and that probably saved her life, because the exertion that you put out during cheer practice, on top of being sick, she stopped. She couldn't breathe. She called me in a panic, saying she couldn't take a breath in. And I've never heard her sound so panicked. We rushed her to the ER. And after all of the x-rays and whatever else they do, the doctor comes in, sits us down and says, "We have something very serious to discuss." And I knew it instantly. And she said, "You have a lung disease. You have what's called popcorn lung, and it is caused from vaping." And I instantly started bawling my eyes out, because I was sending her videos. I didn't know how long she was vaping for. I didn't know how much she was vaping. I just knew I would find them once in a while, and she would claim that they were her friends. But I would send her all the time TikToks of kids dying in hospitals because of this. This is probably gonna get banned for saying that word. Who knows? TikTok is so weird. You can't say anything. But this is meant to be put out there as a cautionary tale, and to beg you to not vape, to not let your kids vape, no matter what. It is very hard to quit vaping. And she asked for help, and we tried to help her, and we found numerous things that claimed to help, and none of them worked. And so when we went in, they said it was called EVALI, which is electronic vaping associated lung infection, and it is caused from vaping. And that is the popcorn lung, and they showed me the lungs, and I was horrified. And so obviously this scared her straight, and they gave her breathing treatments, and she had to take multiple breathing treatments because she had she still didn't have oxygen. I don't know how it all works, to be honest with you, and then she left with medication and inhalers, and the inhalers actually helped her stop, because a lot of it is the fixation of putting something to your mouth and breathing in. So the inhalers kind of replaced that fixation. So that actually, did help, went a long way to help her. But I didn't share this earlier because she didn't want anybody in cheer to know. And now that she is not in cheer anymore, she promised me I could tell her story to help others. My client's still aren't here. I'm sitting in the driveway. And so they caught it early enough, because she was sick and she went to cheer and she was able to discover it pretty early on. We still don't know if there's ever going to be long-term effects, like congestive heart failure or cancers even. So this could be an ongoing thing. Right now she's on the mend. She's not vaping anymore, and she's actually kind of gotten over how hard it is to quit. I mean, this was months and months ago. I can't remember how long ago. It could be 3, it could be 6. It's just a blur. Scariest day of my life, seeing that my daughter had a lung disease when I lost my mom from COVID due to her complications, her pre-existing conditions from being a lung cancer survivor from smoking. Since she was a teenager, she got lung cancer in her 60s. Took that long for smoking, from a teenager to your 60s. My daughter, it took 5 years. And so my daughter's only 17. So, and my mom was cured from that cancer. And but she was left with congestive heart failure and all these other things that caused her to, when COVID first came along, she was one of the first to go. Anyway, so I lost my mom from that, and to think about losing my daughter from the same thing, I lost my mind for a minute. But anyway, that's our tale, and I hope to God that they ban this shit. It needs to be banned. It is worse than smoking. I promise you, it is worse than smoking.